What's up, family? Welcome back to the Stop Sinking Show, where we go from struggle to flow. Nostalgia and appreciation have an interesting relationship to one another. No matter how bad a situation is that you have been in, it's really strange how when it's passing, when you are leaving it behind, that it somehow elevates in value and has a way of making you appreciate it as you can feel the next season in the air. No matter how hot the summer has been and how much you complain about its discomfort, there still is a bit of sadness when the days start getting shorter and the nights longer. Our appreciation goes up as we become more and more nostalgic about the thing that is passing. We become sentimental when we realize that things are short-term and short-lived. To say that in the opposite way, we are less likely to feel affection or emotional towards things that we foolishly think that are there for us permanently and that we are stuck in. I have almost a month left here in India. Finally, the day has come where I am able to go back to the States. And the blessing on top of that is that my parents are healthy enough to go back with me. There was no guarantee that that was going to happen. And while my time here has been a compilation of emotions, many of which I wanted to run away from 90% of the time, it's quite an interesting experience to watch myself feel the sappy appreciation of those very things that I've wanted to evade this whole time. It's almost hilarious and sad. And now I'm walking down the street on my last probably 30 walks to the gym and noticing things I've never noticed. Seeing things with fresh eyes that I overlooked and undervalued. It's really quite remarkable to see this in myself. No matter how terrible the reason that has kept me here for as long as it has, and on its way out, there's still a love I feel in these moments that are passing that I wish I was able to in all those other moments when I didn't just have 30 days left, but maybe 300 or the exact 1,000 days that I will have been away from home since I left. It's only when the jolt of realization that all things are temporary comes back into my awareness does the appreciation rear its beautiful head again. It's almost as if we cannot appreciate something when we feel like we are stuck in it, when we think that we have it forever. It's like the undetermined amount of time that we suffer through something makes us forget that this too shall pass, like all things have always. That is the nature of life. I just wish that there was a way to remember this while you're in it. And it's partially why I appreciate the life of my parents so much now, because I had a brush with the reality of losing one of them. I spent my entire life away from my family. But now I'm trying as hard as I can to integrate all parts of my personal hopes and dreams with somehow reconciling it with what my parents want and what I can do for them. I've never thought about this before in my entire life. But the realization that they are not here for me to keep forever is an awakening to the appreciation of them. When I was back in the States, for the last few months of being there, my girl and I fought a lot. So I slept in a separate bedroom out of choice. Today, after not even having the choice to sleep next to her for almost 3 years, every one of those days that I missed weighs heavy on me. How stupid could I be? We disrespect the things that we take for granted. And that's the point to this all. We take for granted anything that we think we have to keep forever or feel stuck in forever. The appreciation only comes in when you fully awaken to the fact that nothing is yours to keep. The only time we see the treasure in the turbulence is when you realize that it's temporary. This is the dual nature of our time here. Best and worst. Most insane and most beautiful. Most trying and the most solace in that same breath. That is the nature of time. It's always 50-50. It will always be like that. And this realization is almost like a prompt to meditate on the temporary nature of everything, to be mindful of how everything comes and goes. As the Stoics say, memento mori, remember, you must die. Death is inevitable. It all ends. The death of everything you are currently going through before it becomes and transforms into the new thing. It must become a practice, something you consciously meditate on and think about, to cherish in those moments where you even still feel the most helpless in the storm. Everything you have is here today and gone tomorrow. So hold it close and then let it go. Love you, family. Stay true always. I'll see you on the next show.